Hello everybody, so we are going to be doing some backgrounds. I'm going to try a little bit of different. I don't know if it's going to be a lot of different, but a little bit. So the ink pads I was going to use, I went looking for something, and when I did that, I must have moved. Here, let's try this one. All right, so let's just do it. Let's get, this is not really the right color, but that's all right. Let's just lay down some color. I'm just gonna just smear it on, basically. That's all I'm doing, just smearing it all over, really. But there's still white spots, right? It's just smeared on. I'm gonna get some blue. I'm gonna save the green. I'm just smearing it. Not gonna worry about it. It's a background, so it can be like this, just smeared on. I see one of my pads sitting there upside down, wondering if it's got more ink, but it might be. Yeah. I'm gonna layer it and do plenty of layers. Okay, there's still some white. I'm gonna come in with the green. Watch this green be super bright. I'm afraid. Yeah, see, the green is strong. That's okay. With what I have planned, if the green stays strong, that's still gonna be all right. Okay. I'm gonna come back and do more pink. Now these are like a water reactive, right? These are not pigment. Pigment takes longer to dry, and I don't want to go there. Not with what I'm planning on doing. So I'm hoping to just kind of bring in some embossing powders. So I'm just splotching the color around. And you see each time I layer it, it's gonna get a little bit brighter. The blue. I don't know how you're seeing the blue, but the blue to me is coming out kind of purple. But that's okay too. I just don't want my green to end up brown. The blue is the one color that's not really seeming to get darker. I know it is, but it just doesn't seem to be layering up as well as the others. Oh, that was something way over on the other side of the room. It was reacting to tweets, making a ton of noise over there, I guess. That blue is barely coming through. Yep. That blue barely coming through. Bring it in over here. Maybe that'll give me something. That green is taking over the blue completely, and I didn't want that. I don't mind green being strong on it, but I didn't want green taking over the blue. Okay, let me go ahead and turn that upside down. And I'm going to come back easy with the green. Maybe that'll help the blue stand out a little bit better. I think it might be helping that blue a little bit. Maybe. Probably won't use that corner, but you never know. Okay, let's see. Do we want to come back and do another layer? That's the question. So I'm gonna say, yeah, let's come back and do another layer. Why not? At this time I'm gonna be a little bit more careful about where I'm coming in at, right? Because now my colors are really kind of set where they're gonna be. So I don't wanna take over that blue purpley color right there. Okay, that helped too, right? It makes it brighter, much brighter this time. Let's try putting some more of the purple in. What I'm noticing is the pink on this brush might be that the color's blending so much. That's why we're not seeing that blue so well. Or purple, or whatever color it is. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, and this is what we've got. So, if you see, it looks a little crazy, maybe. I don't know. It looks pretty in person. I'm looking on the phone screen, I'm thinking, oh. Hey, that green needs to be blended out a little better. There we go. All right. Now, I need my buddy. My embossing buddy. Could have swore I put that back. Why is it not there? All right. My table is so bad. It needs so much work right now, but we're gonna go ahead and do this stamp right here. I'm gonna stamp on here. Now this stamp, just want to show you, these two come together. They are together. But I only want the two flowers to show. I don't want the center showing. So I'm hoping that I can get it to work well. Because I really like them. And honestly, they kind of look like sunflowers. So maybe I am going to pull in some of this yellow. And, oh, that's not what I wanted. Thank goodness I looked at that first. Okay. See, I don't want it on there. Now remember, with the rocker blocks, if you've got it on here, on this rail part, it's gonna go over on your I cannot see at all where it is. I lost it. That looks like one here. And this one here. I'm kind of keeping these in the middle. You cannot see where they are. That's the problem. And these here. Okay. And then you're going to want to come off the paper. So I'm just going to grab a scrap. And come off. And hit that corner. And maybe this little one over here. I have no idea where those ones are. I'm guessing and hoping that I'm doing this okay. And we might just do those leaves right here in this corner, right where the green is. How about that? Okay, now here's the other thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pour some yellow, and then I'm gonna come back and pour some silver, and then I'm gonna come back and do the white. So it's gonna be a little weird, and I don't know if this is gonna work, but I want to try it. So we are. So I'm hoping I can get it back on here. Maybe I better get a different sheet of paper. Maybe, how about if we get a sheet, here we go, bigger sheet of paper. Okay, I'm gonna cover this back up because I don't want the embossing powder in there, and I don't want heat getting in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour yellow around. Yellow. Let's see if any got anywhere. There's some. Okay, I'm gonna pour it back in. Looks very light. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to take silver and do some silver. And this almost looks more like glitter. No, it says embossing powder. Okay. Embossing powder. And don't. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like it's on very good. Like maybe I didn't ink it well enough. I don't know. That silver might not have been a good choice anyways. It looks pretty coarse. So I think I'm gonna come back with some more yellow before I come in with the white. I was gonna do the white as kind of a filler color. I don't want no silver in my yellow. I do think I'm gonna do some more, just pour some more yellow around. Sometimes you can knock too much off. And I'm not looking for a real strong impression in the background. I'm just looking for kind of hint of, if that makes sense, just a hint of that flower in the back. Just a hint of the embossed image. But now I'm really gonna pour this white on. That's why I said put some more yellow before I put the white, because I'm really gonna go for white. Now we're not gonna know how this is really gonna turn out. So, but you can see we lost an image altogether right there. It just didn't stamp, I guess. So it looks like I didn't do that great a stamping job. It's kind of don't like. I wish I could have seen it better, but how do you do that? If the only way to do that is to use a colored pigment ink, and then that color is going to show through. So, well, maybe not. I don't know now. Now that I think about it, maybe that's not true. All right, now we gotta heat it. Let's see what we get. I don't think that this is turning out like I had hoped. What was it? See that line? I don't want that. There we go. I don't mind a little shabby on this because it's a background and shabby. I kind of figured I would get some shabby, but I don't want it to be real shabby looking. I don't know if it was that I waited too long or I didn't have the ink right, but that big stamp does not appear to have stamped. There's only pieces of it. But the little stamp is on here. You can barely see it because of the color, but it is on here. So I think what I need to do, honestly, I don't know. It just needs more. It's not good enough. It needs more. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this up. What did I do with the ink pad? Now here it is. And I'm going to come here and this way. So maybe like here. Now I can kind of see the other images. I can kind of come in and I'm going to see what happens that way. Let's see if that stamp is just not stamping. It's just not stamping very well. Yeah. And it looks like the ink is not holding up very well. So, shoot, I was going to do another embossing thing tomorrow. So I might just have to figure out what's going on, if it's the powder or the ink. We'll still try to do one tomorrow, but it just might have to be different. Let's do this, even though... That didn't turn out well at all. So, but, it's meant to be a background, so maybe it will still work for that. I wonder if that's still hot enough. I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry, but we're gonna try this real quick here. I'm gonna heat this up again in some spots, and let's see if it's good enough to hold some of that silver in. Maybe we can add some of that silver in. Oh, that looks terrible. That held it too much. But let's see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At this paper paper, some ink, embossing powders, ink, heat. So let's see if some of this will blow away when I go to heat it. No, it just made a mess, so that's all right. And this could have all melted on here, and that would have been horrible. So, yeah. No good. Didn't work. I need to be... that turned out pretty good, but not the rest of that. That ended up everywhere, and that, I guess it was just melting while I was pouring it on, maybe. I don't know. Because maybe I had it too hot. I'm not sure. This no good. This trash. Sorry about that, everybody. Y'all watched it for no reason, so it was a complete fail. And I'm sorry about that. All right, everybody. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.